Hello and welcome. This video is on how to make an equation of a straight line by plotting points. Suppose we are told that we have to find the equation of a straight line that goes through these 2 points. There is only one line that goes through any 2 distinct points, so there is only one solution to this question. The tip is when we are making equation of a straight line, find the slope number first. There will be 2 numbers we have to find, the slope and the y-intercept. So the tip says find the slope number first, and then we will use one of these 2 points to find the last number, the y-intercept. The general form for equation of a straight line is y equals mx plus b. The m stands for the slope, b is the y-intercept, so the first thing to look for is the m. The slope measures rise over run. It tells us how many units to go up or down, and then how many units to go over. If to get from first point to the second point, we have to count up, then the rise is positive. If to go from first point to the second point, we're counting down, then the rise is negative. The run number is always to the right. So let's use this information to get the slope number by counting how to get from first point to the second point. So on the second page, there is a graph, and we have our 2 points. To tell them apart, let's give them a name. Let's say that this point is the first point. One of them has to be first, one of them has to be second. It doesn't make any difference which one we choose to be first, which one we choose to be second. What matters is once we make our selection, we have to stick with this choice all the way through the problem. So let's say this is the first point and this is the second. We know that in each point there is an x number and a y number. So there is an x and a y. And the x and the y from the first point are called x sub 1 and y sub 1. The x from the second is called x sub 2, y from the second is called y sub 2. So this way we can tell the points apart. If we are simply saying there is x, we don't know which x we're talking about. But if we are asking about x sub 1, we know it's this one. Alright, so now let's plot. So on the graph, the first point is 1, 3. So here is 1, 3, that's the first point. And the second point is 2, 5, so 1 unit over and all the way to the 5. So the question is, come up with the equation of a straight line that connects these 2 points. So something that goes like this, approximately. Okay, now to get from the first point to the second point, how many units do we have to go up? Well, we can count. So from here, we need to go up that many units. Well, that's 1, 2 units. So in the slope number, the rise is 2. Now, the run tells us how many units to go to the right. And from this corner to get to our point, we need to take 1 step. We also know that because we're going from x equals 1 to x equals 2, which is the distance of 1. We also know that the rise is 2 because we're going from the height of 3 to the height of 5, which is the distance of 2. So anyway, we have now used the diagram to come up with the slope, and the slope is 2. So in our equation of a straight line, which says y equals mx plus b, the m is now 2. The x is still x, and the b we're still looking for. To find the b, we need 1 point. We actually have 2 of them, and it makes no difference which one of these 2 we choose. We'll get the same exact answer if we choose this point or we choose this point. For practice, let's just choose the first point. So what does the first point say? It says that when x equals 1, so here, when x equals 1, when this x equals 1, then the y should be equal to 3. This y should be equal to 3, which means 3 equals 2 times 1 plus b. The only thing we don't have here is the b, and we can find it fairly easy. 3 equals 2 times 1 is 2, plus the b. Minusing 2 from both sides makes 1, so b is equal to 1. Now we have the entire equation. The only thing we needed to do is find the b, so the final answer is y equals 2x plus 1. And that's the final answer. Now to check our work, we can use the calculator to make a graph of this equation and check to see if the line the calculator makes actually goes through these 2 points. So let's do that really quick. So here's the calculator. Equation y equals 2x plus 1 graph. So here's what the line looks like that we just created. Now let's look at where it goes through, which points it actually goes through. Second graph is the table, and we can see right here 1, 3, that's our first point, and then 2, 5, that's our second point. So our graph actually went through the 2 points that were given. And since there is only one line that goes through these 2 points, we have found the correct equation. That's one way to check our work. And this is it for this video. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. If you have some of your own questions you would like to see discussed, also let me know. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for your time.